Hi Matt, thank you for joining us. So you're a speaker at this event.
Yes, once again.
Amazing. Could you give us a brief overview of your talk and what you talked about and maybe some top takeaways?
Of course. So the first thing I talked about in my presentation was around niching down at a process level. This is where many SEOs kind of screw up a little bit, because fundamentally what they do is they build out processes that requires them in the business.
Okay.
So when they're an SEO agency, one day they're having an e-com client, and the next day a local client or whatever, and they're the only one who can solve the problems, because it's not a process, but it is multiple processes, and they're the only ones that know how to do it all. So the whole thing is that when you're building a business, to make it scalable, you really want to build out one process that you can execute repeatedly. And that was the first part of the core message. Second thing was really about knowing your numbers. So for example, knowing your customer lifetime value and the cost of acquisition. So core thing with that is many people don't know the actual value of a customer over the customer's lifetime. And the problem is, if you don't know that, you don't know what you can afford to spend to acquire that customer, right? So those numbers are really important. So that was some of the key things from the second part. For the third part, it was a lot about focus. It was about focusing on doing the right things. A lot of time as entrepreneurs, we do the urgent stuff.
Yep.
We do the things that is burning. But my philosophy is you want to focus on at least one thing every day that really move the business forward. So every single day I work on at least one thing that's important but not urgent.
Amazing. So just to help you moving forward so you don't get stuck in a rut doing it.
Exactly, because else you can just get stuck in firefighting mode for your entire life.
Amazing. Well, enjoy the rest of the event and see you around.
I look forward to it.